Thank you. Thank you to Canon Anthony. You never get to come to Westminster Abbey and not receive a marvellous and free history lesson. So thank you for that. Thank you to you all for coming this morning. It is greatly appreciated. I should say I'm Tim Livesy. I'm the chair of the board of ICoHS, the International Community of the Holy Sepulchre. So welcome. ICoHS is in its infancy. It's a charity that began about 2 years ago, just in time to wish hello to COVID. Therefore, it's been a little bit of a slow start over the last 18 months, as it has been for everybody. But we are getting into our stride. I want to pay tribute to those who began the work, Russell, Austin, and now we have Anita Delhas as our very dynamic CEO. So this is, in effect, to some extent, our first public outing. So thank you very much indeed for joining us. ICoHS is the work of ICoHS, which is to engage people in the task of accompanying and supporting the flourishing of the Christian churches in the Holy Land. That task is we are not alone. Many of you here are also engaged in exactly the same mission. And I'll say a word about that in a minute, if I may. The work in which is blessed and indeed commissioned by the heads of churches in Jerusalem, which obviously is important for us. And we will be hearing in the course of the next hour or so from both patriarchs, the Greek patriarch Theophilus and the Latin patriarch Pier Battista Pizzaballa, excuse my Italian, also from the Custos and from Archbishop Hossam Naum, who, as you know, is the Anglican Archbishop of Jerusalem. So you will be hearing more from them in a moment. I just want also to thank those of you who are also engaged in the same kind of work. It's great to see, for example, Brendan here from Friends of the Holy Land. Thank you, Brendan. But also we have Liam, who's representing the Catholic Bishops' Conference of England and Wales and the annual visitation that various Catholic Bishops' Conferences make to Jerusalem every January. And Charles Reed from the Church of England, and many others, because some of you I don't yet know, and I look forward to meeting you afterwards. Ours is a collaborative mission. We are in this together, and we're in it together because, as we will hear in a moment from Francis Davis and George Soros, who've done the research, which will be presented in a moment, this is a critical moment for Christians in the Holy Land. And it's not as if they don't need support in order to continue flourishing and to remain. They do. So it's up to us to work together. And I want to be very clear with everybody that ICoHS is part of an ecology that is supporting that flourishing. And we will work with everybody who will work with us. And we intend to have the best of relationships. So please, the fact that you're here, I think, is a testament, I hope, to your understanding of that. So without further ado, I'm going to I'm going to hand over to Brendan O'Hara, who is the chair of the APPG of Christianity in the Holy Land. And I just, if I may say, you know, in a week where obviously parliamentarians and indeed the whole country has gone through the shock of having one of our representative members murdered. Brendan, we're particularly grateful to you for finding the time. I know you can't stay, but finding the time to come to speak to us. And we're also very grateful for your chairmanship of a group in Parliament that is looking after this subject. Thank you very much. So, Brendan, over to you.